Chapter 8, Mishnah 5. The Mishnah lists several things that cannot be made a harem. If someone declares a harem on his son or daughter, or his Hebrew servant or Hebrew maidservant, or on his acquired field, a field he bought from its ancestral owner, they do not become a harem. This is because a person cannot declare a harem on something that is not fully his. To be considered fully his, a person must be able to sell the item. Although a man has certain rights over his children and Hebrew servants, they are not considered his property because he cannot sell them. An acquired field is also not fully owned by the buyer, since he must return to the original owner at Yovel. Therefore, he cannot declare these items a harem, and if he does, the harem does not take effect. Having listed the kinds of items that cannot be made a harem, the Mishnah now teaches that there are certain types of people who cannot make their property a Kohanic harem. Kohanim and Leviim cannot make a Kohanic harem. These are the words of Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Shimon says, I agree that Kohanim cannot make a Kohanic harem because these harems belong to them. That is, they are given to the Kohanim. Since the one who declared the harem may choose the Kohen who receives it, according to Rabbi Shimon, if a Kohen declares his property a harem, the item will come back to him, and nothing has changed by making it a harem. Therefore, the harem does not take effect. However, Leviim may make a harem because the harems do not belong to them, but are given to the Kohanim. Thus, when a Levi declares some of his property a harem, the harem accomplishes something by transferring the property to the Kohanim. The Mishnah now explains which cases Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi Shimon actually disagree about. Rabbi said, the words of Rabbi Yehuda appear reasonable to Rabbi Shimon with regard to land. That is, Rabbi Shimon agrees with Rabbi Yehuda that both Kohanim and Leviim cannot declare their ancestral land as harem. This is because it says in the verse about the fields of the cities that were given to the Kohanim and Leviim, in Vayikra chapter 25, verse 34, for it is an eternal heritage for them. Since a field that is declared a harem never goes back to its original owner, even at Yovel, this verse in effect teaches that Kohanim and Leviim cannot declare their ancestral fields to be a harem. Rather, the words of Rabbi Shimon are said only in regard to movable property of the Kohanim and Leviim, which the Torah does not say must remain with the Kohanim and Leviim forever. Since they can sell such property forever, they can make it a harem as well. Nevertheless, Rabbi Shimon holds that only Leviim may make their movable property a harem, but not Kohanim, because harems do not belong to Leviim but to the Kohanim. Therefore, when a Levi makes his movable property a harem, it transfers the item to the Kohanim. But a Kohen cannot make his movable property a harem because if he did, the property would come right back to him. Rabbi Yehuda, however, disagrees and holds that Leviim may not declare even their movable property a harem. In his opinion, the Torah treats their movable property the same as their land. Just as Leviim may not declare their land as harem, so too they may not declare their movable property a harem.